Let's try it. Oh, it's working. I think it's working. We're going to try it. Looks like a major pause, though. Hello, world. We are trying the stream with our 35 subscribers. We're bringing it back. So I'm going to shut this down and see if it runs faster on this right here. But it even looks like I'm moving slower looking at the video. So, but we're checking it out. We want to make sure that we got a stream. And so I need your input over here on YouTube. And want to see if we are streaming well. And I don't think we're on the video. I don't see it on. Nope, that's not the one we need. History, my videos. There it is. So we're on here. Alright, so let's see how it's playing. It looks like it's going pretty... You know, it looks pretty good. So I'm kind of curious to see how it sounds. So I need you guys to tell me how it sounds. Are we sounding good? I guess I could try it there. Are we sounding good? I think we are. All right, it looks a little cloudy, doesn't it? All right, and let's see. It looks like we're here, testing the stream, no visibility. Where you at? Where you at, folks? We need you guys. We need you guys to forward this to some people. We're testing the stream. I'm going to stay on long enough until we can get someone to tell me that we're doing okay. And then again, I can't see your responses. Gosh darn it. Because, okay, this is what I've discovered. This computer cannot handle... I love this old computer, but it's got to go. We got to get the Mac. It can't handle all the information, and we have so much to do. Oh my God, we have so much to do. So we're gonna have to get a Mac. That's just the name of that tune. You know, we're just gonna have to get the Mac. And we are taking sponsors. We're looking for investors too. Oh, you think I'm kidding? Listen, and on Facebook I said it this way. I'm going to show everyone what a walk of faith is to accomplish a goal. In fact, on Facebook I said, you know, it's been 9, 10 years, maybe 12 years on Facebook, and I said, I'm going to take you on a journey. And I meant that. If you follow any of my old stuff, or the new stuff even, we're going to take you on a journey of how to accomplish a goal. Because here's the key. It doesn't change for anyone. The principles that you'll learn are the same principles that you need in anything you do. I don't care whether you want to be a doctor. I don't care if you want to be an attorney. You want to be an investor. You want to open a business. You want to be a successful dad, a successful mom. I'm a grandfather. I'm a great grandfather if you listen to my daughter. You have to live an intentional life, and you can make anything happen if you believe. And I don't want that to sound super spooky or super spiritual, but you have to be willing to pay the price of bringing it forth, which means there needs to be sacrifices. In the Christian church, you hear a lot about doctrine and faith and hope. You don't hear about the other side, the work, the sacrifice, the patience, the kindness, the grace, the mercy. In fact, you'll even hear about grace and mercy. But the way I hear a lot of the preachers talking about it. It seems to me that they talk about grace and mercy more along the way, along the road of the receptive nature of grace, the receptive nature of mercy. You don't have to worry about someone giving you a gift. There's nothing for you to personally do to receive something from anyone else other than be gracious and thankful. That's not where the work is. But we focus a lot on the receptivity that we need to have, as though that takes work. It doesn't take any work to receive grace, to receive mercy. The work is to give it. The work is to be it. You can accomplish anything you want. Anything you want. I mean, anything. Anything. What most don't want to do, though, is pay the price, which is the work and the sacrifice. You know, you look at great men who are examples, have a big platform, and great women who have a big platform, and they're young, 30, 40 years old, and and the older ones who have had a big platform since they were young, and they still have a big platform. I think about Oprah Winfrey, Tyler Perry. They're not old, but you know what I mean. But they've been on top for a lot of years. I believe Tyler Perry has gotten to where he is, at least at this point here, and I don't know Tyler at all. I mean, I don't know anything. I mean, he certainly probably doesn't know anything about me. I'm no one. But I think he's done what he's done debt-free. 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 I think he paid cash for the largest studio in America in Georgia. I think he paid cash for it. I think that he set everything up and he put names on those buildings of people that not only that he knows, but people he doesn't know. And he did a few things. He honored his ancestors. He honored his elders. Even though he's at that stage of elder, he doesn't see himself as an elder. and he honored those who he considered elders. He humbled himself into a relationship with key significant people in his circle. Now, he has a major circle, and he grew with his circle. I listened to T.D. Jakes brag about. I mean, I don't mean brag in a bad way, but talk about. Or have a conversation about, because he's a pretty transparent person if you're really listening to him. But they talk about how his Woman Thou Art Loose concerts or meetings seem to have been right around the time of the Medea stage plays. So they kind of met each other, it seems to me, around the time they were both interested in the entertainment industry, and they were both just getting started. And it seems to me that they both drew the attention of people who may have had a little bit more success, like Paul Crouch and Oprah Winfrey. It seems to me, because you have to kind of pay attention to all of their conversations and kind of dig into what they're all saying, because they're not, it's like I'm thinking about them all in different formats, and then realizing that you can't do anything by yourself. It takes sacrifice. It takes relationships. This is the part about faith and grace and mercy that aren't covered in the church. They're not covered. It's just not covered. And it needs to be. It may not ever be covered in the church, but at some point, someone needs to be elevated to a place where we can talk about what it takes to be successful, which is the reason why I'm taking you on a realistic journey of me 12 years ago, coming out of a business that I had no love for, walking away from a 6-figure income, starting all over again, going through emotional stress. Am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the wrong thing? That sort of, people looking at you funny, like, what are you doing? I remember years ago, one of my mentors telling me, or making the suggestion that, I buy a car dealership. Was not interested in the car dealership. I want to make impact. And I knew making an impact means at some point being an owner. And I did not want to buy a franchise car dealership. I don't consider that, for me, I'm not saying for other people, but for me, I don't consider that ownership. I knew I had to create my own brand. Knew it. I knew that I had to find something that could be impactful, over there, impactful in the lives of people, that can be passed down from generation to generation. And I knew a Toyota Tercel wouldn't make it. Or Ford Focus, or Ford Probe, or whatever. So I knew I had to have something of impact, because it's never been about the money for me. In the African American community, as we are called, we have never had the problem, not the chance, but we've never had the problem of working, have never been a lazy people. We have never had a problem producing money. We have never had a problem of creativity. It's not the issue. The issue is creating a synergistic relationship with a nation of people, mastering our craft, but also trusting the mastery in other people. Coming to a place of discovery of what your core values are, your core character is, what you're developing in yourself, the identity of your family, the identity as now, since I'm a senior, of the identity of the community that I want to impact. All these things have been important to me. So, it's taken many years to change from having a slave or employee mentality to having an owner's mentality. Many years. Developing the confidence in yourself to walk according to how you've been created. Especially with through the years, living within a society that does not cultivate your creativity, your need for unity, but unity with intentionality, not for social acceptance. Oftentimes in the African American church, you find people get together for a social volunteer experience, but not for the purpose of discovery and development of talents for the purpose of moving the family and the society forward. We feel that those are outside activities that we either don't want to be a part of, or we're going to leave it to other people to do. But to engage in all aspects of society is something that maybe within our minds we want to do, but we find it daunting or daunting. Hence, the necessity for sacrifice. Hence, the necessity for unity. And the sacrifice, the main purpose of sacrifice is getting away from the humanistic, personal, fleshly lust that block you from developing the relationships, the skills, the character, the integrity of moving forward without the taint of social acceptance. By surrounding yourself and filling your life up with unnecessary things that will not do anything other than distract you from the reality that you have a responsibility to come to terms with your core values and your core purpose. We all have a purpose. That purpose is what helps clear the way for unity in your social construct. Because when you know who you are, I believe you're more accepting of other people. When you can trust yourself, you don't have a problem trusting other people. A lot of us just don't trust ourselves. So when we come back, that's what we're going to talk about in these talks.